10 minutes to the question. So here is the terminal. At the top, we can see the setup on my machine. So I let it, you can read. Then we sourced the script startup reg test as we did in other live and videos from the Lightning repository that will help us to start a Lightning network on reg test on our machine with the command startln. This starts 2 nodes on reg test. So wait a little bit. Okay. L1 CLI, so the alias, this is that one for Lightning CLI with the Lightning D of our node, which is temporary L1-reg test. So now let's go into our plugin, which is called this one, my plugin. So I took some of the part of the first live where we did a plugin without PyLN, because we are not going to rewrite everything, but only the part that are interesting for today. But anyway, I will walk with you what's already written. So there, this first part get manifest. So the first communication with the plugin. So we receive the request, we get the ID, we constrict the manifest, which is our answer to the get manifest request, and this is where we are going to modify a little bit those things. Then we pass to the init request. So it looks like the same because really we receive the request from Lightning D, we get the request ID, we constrict an answer, we send it, and then we start the IO loop. So at that point, this is where we are going to do some stuff also. So we read in the our standard input the notifications that we will receive by Lightning D. Okay, so let's go here and see the manifest. So the manifest is here, is like this object. So we have the JSON RPC, we have an ID that we receive. This is the same ID that we received from the request, and a result. In the result, the object, this is where we defined whatever we want Lightning D to be aware. So our plugin is dynamic. Option, we have no startup option, so we leave it empty, and we don't register any RPC method. So this is also empty, but it's the moment to notice that those parts, even if they are empty, so they do nothing, must be on the manifest answer. So now we are going to subscribe for connect, see how it works, and we are going to subscribe after for disconnect for the first part of the live. So let's go. So subscriptions, we are several subscriptions, so this is an array, and we subscribe to the topic. This is the only thing that we have to do in the manifest, and we can see that that manifest is sent after here to Lightning D. So first part done, and now what we can do, we are just going to receive that notification on the write into a file directly the request as we received it. So here we've opened, so with that files, temporary my plugin, we're going to append, which we name my plugin here, we're going to append the request. Right now, we know, as we've just subscribed to one topic and we do nothing else, that any request that we're going to receive from Lightning D is a notification and a connect notification. So we don't have to do some logic here that we're going to do after when we declare connect and disconnect as topic. So here, connect, want notification notification, and maybe it would be interesting to see how the requests look like. So here it is. We have something that that is enough to receive the notification and do something. And I pay attention right now that we are not writing on our standard output as we did the two previous for the init and the get manifest, because we don't answer to Lightning D. This is a notification. We are notified. We do what we want, and that's it. So let's go back to our terminal, and now we can. So as I did it before, I have the command line already here. So L1 CLI plugin, the command will start and will give the full path of the plugin. So it seems to work. Now maybe we want to connect the node 1 with the node 2. So connect is a command that is given by the script that we source from Lightning D, that under the hood, it just get the information of the node 2 and use the connect command with L1-CLI, but we are not going to do that right now, and we connect. So now we are connected. As there is a connect event, we subscribe to the connect topic, so we should see something in that file. So let's find out if we have something, and yes. So this is what we've written: connect notification, and this is a request, which is a notification, and we're going to see that there is no ID. So let's copy it and maybe open here a file to put it here. JSON node, and this is it looks like a little bit better like that. So this is, so how can we look something? My plugin here. So we are in my plugin, and this is that request that we received, and we can see we just pass it to we treat it, and we write it in the plugin. So we've changed nothing, and this is what the notification looks like. And first thing that we need to see is that in those keys or fields, we don't have any ID. So this is a notification. In we have a JSON RPC. The method is the method connect. So this is the topic we subscribe to, and we have the parameters. So this is what we have. Let's just now. So we are done. In some way, if you follow me right now, and you understand, you understood what we did, you know how to subscribe to a notification. Now we're going to refine a little bit, but this is the only thing that we need to do. In the get manifest, we subscribe to some topics in the field subscription, and then we treat it when we receive the notification from Lightning D. But right now, to do the parallel with the plugin documentation, we are going to write it directly in the repository Lightning. So Lightning doc plugins .md. So here we have the documentation, and we go directly to the one which is about connect. Maybe first, so these are the event notification. So I just narrow a little bit on the unfold the part, and we see all those things. And now we are interested in the connect because we've played with connect, and this is what we did. So a notification for topic connect is sent every time a new connection to appear is established, and the direction is either in or out. So this is what we get, with a little difference here with the address, but we have those three keys, and let's show it. It's better. And this is what we have in the params field of the notification. Okay, so this part is that part that we see in the documentation. So you can, so now you and we can do the parallel when we either write work on a plugin that already exists or write our own plugin. Now we are to do the disconnect. So a notification for the topic disconnects every time a connection to a peer was lost, and in the params we are going to have only this, and do it. So we go back here in the myplugin.py, and as we want to subscribe to something else, to disconnect, we have it, disconnect. We just add it to the array of subscription. So there we say that we subscribe. Fine, but if we don't do nothing, nothing will happen. So let's do something. Now we want to dispatch among the two type of notification that we can receive. So method, the method it's going to be, so then we deserialize JSON loads, we load the request, and we know in the request that we have a field method, so we take it, and now we want to say if method is equal to connect, this is what we want to do. And if the method is disconnect, we are going to do the same, but we maybe just change that this is a disconnect notification here. So I hope this is clear what we are doing. So we get the method from the request, and now we select if the method is connect or if the method is disconnect. In both cases, we write to temporary myplugin. So it should work. So let's find out if it works. We are going first to disconnect. So far, we didn't restart the plugin, so nothing changed or nothing has changed yet. So disconnect, and we need the node ID. So now we are disconnected. Let's start again. So as the file changed, the checksum of that file changed. So when we start, this will stop and restart the plugin with the new version of that file. Now, something cool that we can do. I like to do this thing here a little bit in parallel. So we're going to connect and disconnect on the terminal, and normally we should see things appear in my plugin because they are written on to the files. So let's connect. Cool. So we receive the notification, and we wrote to my plugin, and now let's see if the disconnect works, and it works. So we see now we have a disconnect, and we can go in that part, and we see that in the param we just have the ID of the node we've just disconnected from. Which correspond exactly to what we have in plugin here in the documentation. So let's jump back to myplugin.py to resume, to summarize what we did. and then I will answer to some question or thought or idea and anything. So when we start, we receive a get manifest request, and in the answer, we add to the result a subscription keys or subscription parameters with an array with the topics we want to subscribe to and to be notified when something happens related to them. So connect and disconnect. A little bit after, there are the init requests. We enter the IO loop. We are here. In the IO loop, we have the request. From the request, we get the method. We select if this is connect, we do something. If this is disconnect notification, we do something. And as I said before, but it's good to emphasize, because this is really the difference between JSON RPC method that we did in the last live when we register, and the Lightning D expect an answer to those requests with notification. This is not the case, so we are not writing to our standard out stream. So that's it for the first part, and I will jump into the dashboard. I don't know, the chat, and see if you have some question or thought